If you're over 60, a senior who cares about your health, and you still make the effort to walk every day because you believe it's the best thing you can do for your body, pause for just a few seconds. This video may surprise you. It may even make you uncomfortable, but it's necessary. So many seniors tell me the exact same things. I was told by my doctor that walking is enough. My family says I should just keep my movement light. At this age, why risk heavier exercise? And then what happens? You keep walking regularly, but standing up from a chair becomes slower. Climbing a few stairs means holding the handrail. Turning your body in the kitchen, you don't feel as steady as before. This is the moment you need to hear a very different truth. There is a chair exercise for seniors over 60, an at-home exercise for seniors, a low-impact exercise that is now being considered better than walking for seniors when it comes to maintaining strength, balance, and the ability to stand up independently. A senior health exercise that many adults in their 70s, 80s, even 90s say, "I wish I had known this sooner." No gym required, no running fast, no risking your knees or hips, just one surgeon-approved exercise done right on the familiar chair in your own home. If you're thinking, at my age, walking is enough, this video was made specifically for you. Stay with me, because what comes next may change the way you think about exercise after 60.
That's why, before we talk about any specific exercise, we need to face a medical truth that very few people over 60 have ever had clearly explained to them. The truth is this: walking does not prevent muscle loss after 60. After age 60, the body enters a stage called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. On average, you lose 1 to 2% of muscle mass each year. And more dangerously, you first lose fast-reacting muscle fibers, the very fibers that help you maintain balance, stand up, and prevent falls. Walking mainly trains cardiovascular endurance, but it does not create enough resistance to send the signal to your muscles that says, "We need to get stronger." So what happens? You may walk consistently every day, yet still feel weak when standing up from a chair, still feel unsteady when turning your body, still fear slipping in the bathroom. It's not that you're getting weaker because of age, it's because your body is no longer receiving the right signals to protect itself. That is the core issue we need to correct, starting right now.
At this point, when you understand that the problem isn't your effort, but the wrong signals your body has been receiving for years, the experience of those who stand in the operating room every day becomes especially important. I say this not as a trainer, but from the perspective of an orthopedic surgeon. Over more than 30 years of clinical practice, orthopedic doctors have witnessed the same scenario again and again. People over 60, even in their 70s and 80s, who walk very consistently, yet are hospitalized because of falls in very simple situations. Not while running, not while hiking, but when standing up from a chair, turning in the kitchen, or stepping over a doorway. That's why, in modern rehabilitation medicine, doctors don't ask how far a patient can walk. They ask, "Can you stand up from a chair without using your hands?" That single question measures functional strength, balance, and the ability to live independently, things that walking alone can never assess. From what doctors see every day in the clinic, another truth gradually becomes clear. The problem has never been your age. The problem is how we have misdefined exercise after 60. For decades, older adults have been taught that walking is enough. Walking for heart health, walking to burn calories, walking just to stay active. But after 60, the body no longer asks, "How far can you walk?" It asks instead, "Can you generate force at the right moment?" A slip gives you less than half a second to react. You don't need endurance, you need instant force, balance, and full body coordination. So the right question is no longer, how many minutes do you walk each day? It is, has your body been trained to protect itself? And it is precisely this moment that opens the door to a completely different approach to senior health after 60. With this new perspective, a very different solution emerges. Not doing more, but doing what's right. Instead of trying to add a few thousand more steps, orthopedic doctors focus on one simple question. Which movements help people over 60 stay steady, react quickly, and remain independent? The answer isn't in the gym. It's right there, on the chair in your own home. Without wasting your time, below are 5 chair-based exercises recommended by orthopedic surgeons and rehabilitation specialists for senior health after 60. Low impact, safe, but they target exactly what the body is losing. Starting with exercise number 5 may surprise you. Exercise number 5, seated calf raises. This is the most underestimated exercise, yet it acts as the second heart of the legs. The calf muscles are responsible for pumping blood from the feet back to the heart, stabilizing the ankles, reacting when you slip or misstep. How to do it. Sit upright on a chair, feet flat on the floor. Slowly press the balls of your feet down and lift your heels as high as possible. Hold for 2 seconds, feeling the calves tighten. Lower the heels slowly. 15 to 25 reps times 3 sets. This exercise helps reduce leg swelling, improve circulation, lower fall risk caused by weak ankles. Exercise number 4, seated knee extensions. If you've ever struggled to stand up from a chair or climb stairs, the usual culprit is weak quadriceps. How to do it. Sit with your back straight, extend one leg forward. Keep the knee straight, toes pointing upward. Tighten the thigh muscle for 3 seconds. Lower the leg slowly over 4 seconds. 12 reps per leg times 3 sets. Walking barely activates this muscle group. This exercise does, which is why it protects the knee joint far better. Exercise number 3, seated hip marches. This exercise directly targets a silent cause of tripping, weak hip flexors. When hip flexors are weak, the foot doesn't lift high enough. Walking becomes shuffling. You trip over very small obstacles. How to do it. Sit near the front edge of the chair, no back support. Keep your spine upright, gently engage your core. Lift one knee as close to the chest as possible. Hold 2 to 3 seconds, then lower slowly. 20 alternating reps times 3 sets. This exercise improves balance, reduces fall risk, increases confident stepping. Exercise number 2, seated resistance band rows. Independence doesn't come only from the legs. It comes from an upright spine and a stable upper body. When the back is weak, shoulders round forward, the center of gravity shifts ahead, fall risk increases. How to do it. Sit upright, place a resistance band around your feet. Hold the band and pull elbows backward. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold 2 seconds, then release slowly. 15 reps times 3 sets. This exercise helps improve posture, reduce neck and shoulder pain, keep the torso stable during movement. Exercise number 1, sit to stand squats. If an orthopedic surgeon were allowed to keep only one exercise for senior health, this would be it. The sit-to-stand movement activates nearly the entire body, mimics real-life motion, is a powerful marker of longevity and independence. How to do it. Sit on a chair, feet hip-width apart. Cross your arms over your chest. Lean forward slightly, push through your heels and stand up. Lower yourself slowly over 4 to 5 seconds. 10 to 15 reps times 3 sets. This is the exercise orthopedic doctors prescribe before surgery, use to assess functional strength, and believe that each correct repetition is an investment in the future. Simple 4-week progression. No overload. Week 1.
Only exercise 1, sit to stand. 10 to 15 reps times 3 sets, 3 sessions per week. Week 2, add exercise 2, seated rows. Workout time about 10 minutes per session. Week 3, add exercise 3, hip marches. You'll clearly feel more stability while walking. Week 4, complete all 5 exercises. 15 minutes per session, 3 to 4 sessions per week. No gym required, no expensive equipment, no need to sweat heavily. Just the right movements, the right goals, and the right pace. And when your body begins to respond, a very different feeling appears, the belief that you have not lost your strength at all.
When you begin these movements, even for just a few minutes each day, your body sends a very clear signal back to you. Not immediately, not by magic, but through the feeling that control is returning. You stand up from a chair without needing momentum. You step outside with less hesitation. Stairs no longer feel like a challenge that makes your heart sink. Many adults over 60 share that the first thing to change isn't muscle, it's belief. Maybe I still have the ability to improve. Science calls this neuroplasticity, the brain relearning how to trust the body. In everyday life, it's simply the feeling that you haven't been left behind. You're not training to become an athlete, you're training to stand steady in your own life. And it is right at this moment, when confidence has just begun to return, that one small next decision can make a very big difference. When that confidence has just begun to spark, this is the best moment to act. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. You don't need to remember all 5 exercises. You don't need to do them perfectly. Just choose one and do it today. It could be 10 slow sit-to-stand repetitions done with control, or 15 seated heel raises while watching TV. Just 2 to 3 intentional minutes are enough to send the first signal to your body that says, I'm still taking care of you. If you're ready, leave a very simple comment. I'm starting today. Not for me to see, but as a commitment you make to yourself. And don't leave just yet. In the next video, I'll reveal the biggest mistake most people over 60 make when exercising at home, a mistake that causes 70% of the benefits to disappear, even when you're very consistent. That video is appearing right beside this one. I'll see you there.